Okay, at least we have that.
9:32 p.m.
Just waiting on your mom, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Hello, this is Kimmy.
Hi, Kimmy.
Kimmy,
Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, Kimmy.
Text, ma'am. Oops. Nope, 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 nope. Text, ma'am. We're waiting for you. Joy, are you joining us? Question mark. While we're waiting, I guess no one here knows who the Nathan Thompson is, do we?
I do not know.
Yeah.
I don't either.
I don't either.
Nope.
Kim Vaughn. Kim Vaughn.
Hey, Kim. Hey, Kim.
Robert, do you guys know who Nathan Thompson is?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Bud asked me
Nope.
about that the other day.
Yeah.
Not one of Michelle's boys, is it?
Yeah. So I know she has a son named Nathan Hunt.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
Unless it's
Oh, wait a minute. Brett, did you say Nathan Hunt?
That's Michelle's son, yeah.
Right.
But
I
But
was
the
about to say,
person,
yeah.
the person that won is Nathan Johnson, and we're trying to figure out who that is.
Yeah, I've never
I
heard
thought
of
they
that
said
person.
Nathan Thompson.
yes.
Thompson.
Oh, Thompson. Okay.
I'm pretty sure he was not present at trivia.
I haven't looked.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking maybe they might have purchased that through PayPal, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm not I mean I haven't done a deep dive into PayPal, but I'm not seeing it in there.
Yeah, I'm thinking if they did, they might have been among the first.
Yeah.
Unless it's somebody your mom got a ticket for. She
Yeah.
doesn't know?
Nope.
Hmm.
It's a mystery.
Yeah.
He may be Michelle's son. This is Kimmy. He may be Michelle's son and may be using his middle name.
Oh, is that it? Is that his middle name?
Nathan Lane
Hmm.
Tompkin. I think so.
Hmm.
It might be it.
Yeah.
Do we have it? Do we have it? Yeah, yeah. There's where I probably should be writing
Chris.
down how they
Hello?
pay for it.
How are we?
Hi.
Hey,
Hey, Chris.
hey, how are yous?
Hello.
Good. Good to hear from you all.
Yeah.
I guess maybe, well, hopefully next year we'll be able to do the event right, but
Yeah.
if not, then, I'll
Yeah.
start taking down holiday pay for everything too.
Mhm. And Jeff, I think you'll be excited about this. So the Eventbrite can manage pick a number too.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That will be good, definitely.
Yeah. All right.
So
Well, I
what
think
I came in with at the last second. So who said we might know who he is? Nathan Thompson or something?
so. The theory is that maybe it's Michelle's son. I don't think so because their last name is Hunt.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
Definitely a mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah,
None of
it
them are
is.
SASI members anymore either. So
Oh, Michelle and Nathan and them are not?
nope.
Okay. Hmm. Huh. I don't know.
I
It
thought
is a
I
mystery.
thought I thought she was gonna come back after all her medical stuff was taken care of.
She keeps saying that, but like she's been saying it every month this year. I'm going to be on this meeting this month, and nothing's happened.
Right. But she did
I
say
may have
when I
seen her. I
go
think
ahead.
I may have seen her on one meeting
Hmm.
one time, and that's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like saying, hey, let's get together, but they never do.
Yeah.
Right. Well, now she had emergency surgery on her for kidney stones 2 weeks ago.
Oh, man.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the last I've
Uh,
heard from her. Yeah.
yeah. I asked her today if she could help us with the Facebook stuff. She said she's checking to see if she has the password written down somewhere.
Well, if she doesn't remember the password, it's simple. She could always do forgot password and change it and give it to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Simple as
Yep.
that. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out.
right.
That's true.
Hmm.
Good grief, Charlie Brown. I mean, she's been sitting on this for about a year now.
Hmm.
It gets
Uh,
to a point where you just gotta do
And
what you gotta do and go around her.
I guess in theory, one of us could also do a forgot password and just get the thing from her too, if she
No,
adamantly doesn't want to do it.
yeah.
As long as you know what username.
Right.
Yeah. I think you can, well, I don't know what Gmail address she would have used.
better yet, get her on the phone when she
Hmm.
answers. Ask her, hey, go in there and do the forgot password and give me the information.
Uh
Quick,
huh.
fast, and painless.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Yep.
Well, I guess we can go ahead and get rolling. So thank you everybody for attending. Sorry about having to postpone last month, but we had some Zoom issues. We technically didn't have a quorum for a while. So, but we're here now. Um, all right. Well, I guess we'll start with the Treasury reports. Did everyone get a chance to read those?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Mm,
yes,
Hmm.
I read it.
okay. Any questions or concerns on those?
Nope.
Nope,
Not
nothing for me.
Oh,
nothing from me.
Okay. Well, then I guess we can go ahead and vote. Lydia, do you approve adoption of the Treasury reports?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And Kim Vaughn,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.
Erica,
Yes,
Robert,
yes.
and Chris.
mom.
Yes.
Okay.
Mom? Yes.
Yeah.
Mm, okay. Um,
I have two more things.
yeah, did you want to bring up the invoices?
Yeah, so we got an invoice from Tori Ryder for interpreting for trivia night. Um, that was $538 and something cents.
Mhm.
So I need approval to pay for that. Would you want to vote on that one
What?
next?
She was interpreting and she was Williams SSP.
Yeah, that's what she says now.
Well, she did not provide, so apparently she did not SSP after all, except that she provided transportation.
She was SSPing for him. Who got who went and got his food?
I don't know.
So I don't know. I maybe I don't understand it, but
Because I
um
know when he came to our table, she wasn't with him. There was another lady standing there talking with him, me, and Harry, and I'm not sure who the lady was because I know it wasn't Tori.
well, and the other thing I was thinking of is aren't aren't us SSPs supposed to be the eyes and ears of our consumer? Okay.
Yeah.
And
That's what I was gonna
so
say.
all the time, so aren't we all the time supposed to be saying what somebody is saying to them? And
Right.
just because she
Right.
has an interpreter license is we got to get charged for it because I don't get it. So
Ex
maybe y'all
well,
explain.
so Jeff, I think you understand this. So what Tori did, so William was at the Deaf Ink table, which they're all signing. So they're only communicating using sign. There's no voicing going on. So Tori is having to take that sign language and repeat everything to William.
That was not a deaf ink table.
Yep.
It didn't say
Wow.
it did not say reserved on it or anything like that. Deaf ink. It was Mary Hale
No,
And Mary Hale and Corinne, right?
not according to Dad and to Tori. It was Delinda, Sarah, Brittany, Fabiola.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
know
So when you're
I
converting a sign, when you're repeating back what someone is signing to you and you're doing it for the whole night, that does technically meet the definition of interpreting, I believe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Because whoever was with him told me that Tori Ryder was his SSP. That's why I was a little confused.
Yes, yes, and that's what she said. Even William said that his SSP for that night was Toy Ryder.
Did William, so
It's a big chunk of money for a few hours. I'm sorry, guys.
I mow it. That's what
That's
I'm
my
saying.
opinion.
It's
That's a
BS.
big chunk of money.
Yeah, it is.
It's almost like she's getting over like a fat rat in a cheese factory.
Yes, yes.
okay.
and
Um,
I
Go ahead, Lydia.
no, I was just gonna say, and I know like it does cost a lot to interpret. I guess what I'm wondering, and maybe I don't know. Do we know for sure like if was she working for Deaf Inc. as an SSP or because and I was gonna
So
say
apparently, that was the original plan that she would work as an SSP. However, after speaking to Deaf Inc., they told her, oh, since you were interpreting, you cannot bill as an SSP.
yeah, can I just say,
Oh,
she
so
can't do both.
she's trying to do both and get paid for both through a different company.
Yeah, I
Conflict.
mean,
That's a conflict of interest. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh yeah.
I I looked over that bill a little closer. Um, I don't think she breaks it down that much. I think she just does like, this is. I think she put her rate down there, and then how many hours. I can look at it more closely. I looked at it, but I kind of glanced it over. I don't know what her rate is as an interpreter.
But
Um,
how much? I mean, how many hours? Because she wasn't. Okay, so she wasn't when she was traveling. When
yeah,
she was traveling with him, she was not interpreting. She was being an SSP, right? So I just
right.
kind of
Right.
Or I see.
I think the other question is like,
I
did
think
Go
did
ahead.
we like hire her as an interpreter ahead of time, or did she just sort of take that upon herself? I mean, I'm not like it's a good thing that she helped. I'm just
Right.
wondering, like, was that agreed upon?
So she did not, and I told her, I mean, I would have liked had you approached me about this that night rather than 2 days later.
Right.
I think she billed for 4.5 hours. Don't quote me on that, but I seem to remember 4.5.
Mhm.
I feel like it said what her rate was in the email. I feel
Well, then I
like
guess
it
if it's
did.
4.5 hours,
Yeah, I
I guess it,
may have to open that
It's
email
over a
because four and
hundred
a
an
half
hour.
hours, I
No,
don't
isn't it?
think it's worth no over $500. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
And your mom just left the meeting.
Yeah. Now we will owe, obviously, for the ones we did use through Deaf Inc. We will owe whatever the rate was.
Right.
Oh, here we go.
So what do we give Tori, if anything? What's the hourly rate normally?
He's back.
Um,
You know,
sorry, I'm
so
back. I got,
some interpreters, the way interpreting usually works, you have a like a regular rate that you charge during the week, but then you get to charge a separate weekend and evening time rate.
And that's what she probably did.
4.75, $113 equals $536
Damn.
and
yeah,
75
yeah.
cents.
That's
Holy,
ridiculous.
Damn. That is
ow.
ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. I
mm-mm.
100% say it was. And why didn't she tell one of us that while we were walking around and stuff like that, she could have grabbed one of us and said, from the committee, everybody was walking around and said, "Hey,
Mhm.
I'm interpreting for him," instead of being his SSP, which she did not, you know.
Right, that's what I was saying. Like, we didn't really
A
know that ahead
conflict
of
of
time.
interest. This is Kimmy. It's a conflict of interest.
Mm,
I would agree.
yeah,
Mm.
but why didn't she? Brett, she knew where you were sitting. You're the president.
Mhm.
She
Why
walked
didn't she come up?
past me.
Why? Right?
Yeah,
Why
she
didn't
could
she
have
come
told
up?
one of us on the board. She knows everybody that's on the board. She walked past us several times.
She gave me a
Is
big
she
hug for a long time.
is
Never
she
said
a
a word to me
SASI
about
member?
she was interpreting.
So help me understand it. Does she charge an interpreter's rate for the
Mhm.
whole, and she didn't technically interpret?
Well, so her argument is that she did because she was relaying the communication at the Deaf Ink table. So signing,
Was she
taking
hired?
sign and converting it to voice.
Was she hired to do that?
No,
So we didn't
No.
ask her ahead of time, no.
no,
So she
and
took it upon herself.
yes,
Ooh,
yes,
So
because of the fact.
crooked and slick.
Go ahead.
my question is she a SASI member still or no?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Hmm. So she's charging people to help in her own organization.
yeah,
Yep.
That's what I was gonna say too, because I know a lot of times we have student interpreters, and they
yes,
like because we're a nonprofit, they volunteer their time, and there's kind of that understanding that that's
yeah,
gonna be the case. I mean, don't get. I'm
right.
definitely agreeable to paying interpreters, absolutely, and it is a difficult job.
Mhm.
I just find it very odd that she never like conferred with us first and then
Yeah.
None of
Okay.
sent a
us.
bill.
Right. Yeah.
None of us. Right.
So
None of us.
she
Yeah.
sent us an invoice from TLC Interpreting. That makes so it's a company thing. We would have to have hired her.
Right.
She can't
Right.
just send us a bill
Right.
and say, "Here we go." There was no agreement. Nobody said, "Hey,
No.
Tori."
Nope.
We need you to interpret for William. None. None at all.
Mhm.
And
She was supposed to be his SSP. That was
Yes.
it.
And that's what I
And why
have
don't
written on
why
the
did
sheet.
why didn't she charge Williams? She worked for him, not for SASI.
did William pass it on? I want, did he think enough to say, "Hey, just pass it on to Sassy"?
Right. And so I have written on the sheet of paper that I have from when Jeff was not at two of the SASI meetings. One of them, and it says William paid William trivia ticket and Tori trivia ticket, SSP.
As SSP.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's not right. I don't think.
I
No.
smell a rat.
Yeah. I will.
Okay.
Definitely will go back home and make sure that that's exactly what it says. But I do definitely know that it said William and SSP.
But
I
he
just got.
didn't name. But he did not name who the SSP was.
I will. I will check that when I get home. I thought he did, but because I knew that he had Tori, and the only way I would have known is if he would have said something to me about it, or I saw it on the piece of paper that that Victoria made. Yes, I have a letter. A letter. That's it. I have a letter that came in the mail, and it said, um, it did say him and Tori Ryder.
How you doing? I'm in a meeting. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. So we need to get on that right away because it's
Yeah, we do.
um. I mean, it's due on her end by May 30th. So we should just try and get it resolved as quickly as
Mhm.
possible.
So what do we want to do? Do we want to just say we will not pay? Do we want to try to
Well,
offer some, huh?
I'm willing for all of us to sit down and talk to her by Zoom or something
Right.
like that. You know,
Right.
and
Absolutely.
it shouldn't be like on you, Brett, to say, you know what I mean? We all of us as a board should be together, which we all
Hmm.
are. But I think you shouldn't have to make that decision without us board backing you up.
Right.
Okay.
And
Right.
I'm
Okay.
not just saying that because you're my son. I'm just saying that since none of us knew anything about it, and that
Hmm.
all of us board members were and committee members were around her
Hmm.
and nothing been
Yeah.
said is
And
BS.
from where I'm sitting, she's trying to pull the wool over your eyes and pull a fast one on you, and it's not right. Because
Yep.
if she's
Right.
doing that, she's taking advantage.
Yep.
Yeah. I think so. Should we?
So do we want to reach out like through email and ask for like a meeting with her as a board
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that
Yeah.
would be much better.
So this would be tabled pending a meeting with Tori.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and I just so you know, the argument she tried to make is, well, you got that donation from MCDHH, so you're covered.
It's not her business.
That's to cover the SSPs for us in June when we don't have any services.
right, that's
And
not her
that's
money.
That's
right.
not a decision she needs to make.
Right. I agree.
Me
Right.
too.
All right. Well, Jeff, you had another, so I will email Tori. Jeff, you had another item.
Yeah. So I sent you all the invoice from Banco back on April 7th. It was for $202. Um, and I need approval to pay for that.
I believe I voted on that already,
You
Jeff.
might have, but not everybody.
Yeah. I don't know if I have, but yes, I'm pretty sure I did, but who knows?
Just
You
in
might have.
case, not yes for me.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Um,
Is that it? Everybody then? Got
I did we hear from Kim and Lydia?
no.
No, we
Yeah,
didn't.
Okay.
this is Lydia. I think it sounded okay. I just wanted to make sure that was not counting any sort of like lunch or anything after the meetings, correct? So
Right.
I
I'm just
think
checking.
I think it was stripped down to the bare.
Yep.
Okay, well, in that case, I do approve, yes.
Okay.
And there's going to be another invoice forthcoming. Uh, but after we get this passed, I'll pay this one and then send out the next one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Well, the next thing we have concerns the February board meeting minutes. Kim sent those out, I believe, prior to our first um scheduled version of this meeting. Did everyone get a chance to read that?
I did.
Yes.
I
Yes.
helped
Okay.
correct them. So yeah, I
Yes.
did.
Okay. Well, that's good. Any questions or concerns?
Nope,
Nope.
not for me.
No.
No.
Okay, we will go ahead and vote. Lydia, do you approve adoption of the February board meeting minutes?
I do.
Okay. Kim,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.
okay. Um, Erica,
Yes.
Robert,
Yes.
and Chris.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. The Pizza Ranch fundraiser, we'll probably table that until summer. Here we go. SASI website. So Robert, I know you and Mary Howard have been working on this. Any updates?
No, we're gonna make another attempt to reach out to him Monday.
Okay.
What are you going to do on Monday? Sorry, I missed.
Reach out to the web developer by phone. When we make choices on the administrator side, it doesn't show up on the public web page.
Right.
So we're not sure why.
Okay. So you guys, so on that, you guys will be able to update the board members and um what was the
Yeah.
other things I was thinking? Oh, the what are they called? Like donation people or whatever. I know you guys know what they're called. Donators. Acknowledge them from the donators that like Lighthouse and Deaf Inc. and stuff that made a donation for us to have a sassy trivia night.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be acknowledged on the website. That's what Brett said Saturday night when he was talking at the
Yep.
trivia.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure we remembered that. Mhm.
So the hope is that so apparently it is an accessibility issue, is what apparently they're running into with GoDaddy.
Mm.
So, so we have a couple options for what we want. If hopefully tech support can walk them through how to get through it, because they're right. Like I've worked with them, I've seen them make changes, and then the changes don't post.
Oh wow. Hmm.
So if after talking to tech support we can't figure it out, we do have a friend. I don't know what his rates are, but we have a friend named Luke who is a webmaster. I think he could at least give the website a much needed updating. We can look at his rate if it comes to that, and then figure out, do we want to use him long term? Do we want to switch web hosts?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there's got to be some websites. Well, aren't they all supposed to be accessible now?
So
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, well, I would think so. This is Lydia. So yeah, a little bit on that. So the Department of Justice did extend the quote unquote
Mm.
deadline for government entities and public agencies, but
Mhm.
as of right now, it doesn't quote apply to private organizations. However, there is still the effective communication requirement under the ADA. So like I see people at one of my workplaces recently, they were talking about, oh, good, the deadline's extended. We don't have to worry about it. And I cringed because I'm like, well, actually, you do, because people could still need access. So that's kind of what I know so far.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, supposedly, when you look it up, GoDaddy is listed as being accessible. But I know, like Lydia, I'm sure you know this, just because something could be listed as accessible doesn't always correlate with reality.
Oh yeah, people say stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And then I look, I'm like, yeah, no.
Alright. So we'll see what happens Monday with that. So for the bank account, I don't know what it is with Thursday. So Thursday is the only day Michelle can do, but we're not having any luck finding an SSP on Thursdays for doing that. So
Mm.
we
Where's
could
the bank
either,
located? Where's the
they have
bank
multiple
located?
branches. There's one in O'Fallon, there's one in Brentwood.
Who all
I
needs
was
to be
thinking,
there?
There's
um,
one in Chesterfield.
yeah. So the rules are we have two options. Option one is Michelle, Lydia, Jeff, and I all go. We get Michelle off the bank account. That, like we said, has to be on a Thursday. Option two, it does involve paperwork, which I think we have all of. Jeff, the only thing I would
Yeah,
need that I'm hoping you
yeah,
have
yeah,
is an
EIN number.
EIN. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, we submit our bylaws, articles of incorporation, proof of election. Then we can force Michelle off without her being there. And we can do that any day we want to.
I think that would be a better option.
Well, yeah, it's just because
Yeah.
she's been putting it off too. Even if you guys
Yep.
Hmm.
haven't had the SSP for on Thursdays, um, she's been
And
putting
speaking
not showing up and stuff like that. So yeah, I would definitely
Yeah.
just do it that way.
and
Yeah.
speaking of the SSP list, I saw it today and it has not grown.
There's one new one on there. Well,
Just
she's back
one.
on there. Ahava.
But yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Lacey's on there, right?
Yeah.
Who?
Yes.
Yeah. I know the names of some of the new ones. They're not in there yet.
Okay.
Then why she sent us one for April and today is May? She sent us one for April at the beginning of April. So
Yeah.
didn't understand that one.
Hmm.
No.
She might have, um, Anna might have misprinted the month.
I was gonna say maybe thought it was still April.
Hmm.
Okay,
No,
so
because of the files, when you save a file, you can save it as. So she would have had to type that in there
Hmm.
when did that come out?
today.
Today.
Nick?
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't see that.
Like probably just a few hours ago.
Oh,
Yep.
well,
But yeah. One option we could do, um, because finding an SSP has been a little challenging. I don't know how we'd feel about this. So we could see if Chris would be willing to just take all three of us as a
yeah.
board member.
Yes, I can do that.
Okay. And then all we have to do is call the bank and make the appointment.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on to the June. So for June, we have the pizza party and game day. Is there anyone who would be willing to do some research as to what the best price would be on pizzas?
Crickets. Crickets.
everybody
Um,
knows.
I'd be wanting to try like what size are we thinking large pizzas or
Yeah, usually we get larges.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
I think
Yeah.
I did it a few years ago and we went with Papa John's.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we've used jets too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so I'm trying to remember. Kim and Robert, you guys did this for us last time, and I think you reached out to Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's, Amis, and Jets, correct?
That
I believe
sounds
so.
right. Yeah, I'm thinking so.
Okay. We have plenty of chips. I think we said Chris
Way
might
too many
be,
chips.
yeah. Although I will say the barbecues were definitely an improvement over the Red Hot. So
Yeah, I think they would have went better if there had been an announcement made about those chips being there because my friend Marguerite said there's a ton of chips still up there.
Yeah,
mhm.
I think Brad did say the chips and the pretzels that were up there and the drinks were all for everybody and were all donated by whoever they were
I,
donated by.
I didn't remember hearing him say that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Speaking of
Oh
the
no, you're
hot
fine.
chips, speaking of the hot chips, we need to get with you, Chris, I guess, to get those, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I'm
want
gonna
our
look and
hot chips.
yeah. Let me see where they are. Yes, and but now you guys can have 90 bags of these other chips because they're still too
Oh,
spicy for me.
I enjoy them, so I'll eat some of
awesome.
them.
Yeah.
I'll take a few of those barbecue chips and probably
Yeah,
we can have some
me
of those
too,
chips
man.
for the
Yeah,
game day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I'll definitely bring a case for game day.
yeah, that
Bring
is.
some, I'll take some barbecue as well, too, please.
Yeah,
Okay.
Same here.
Okay. Sounds good.
yeah,
You
and
guys
get
just don't
Chris.
know how tempting it was for me not to get into those chips. I'm like,
Mm,
they were all sitting in my living room, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
yeah, they were. Yeah, they're amazing chips. I agree. Chris did say she would be willing to make her famous salad for us that day too.
Yes.
Did you?
Hmm
I was gonna say, did she really say that, or did you just voluntold
Right.
her?
I was gonna say, when is it?
That's
When
what I
is
want
it?
to know.
I think
Well,
so. June what?
thanks for nothing, Chris.
So what was I forgot now?
It's
June,
the
what's the
third
date?
Saturday in June.
Third Saturday in June. Like Father's
Uh,
Day weekend, is that okay?
Would that
Yeah,
be June 20th?
20th.
Yeah, June
That's
20th.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. Yep, I can do that.
Mhm. Okay.
Well, and we have enough soda,
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
which is great. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you and Robert and Kim that you were able to get that for us, and that we didn't open it all. So we have like I don't know, like 8, maybe 10 cases left in my house or something like that. So that should be able to help us through a lot of our fun things. Like the pizza
Yeah.
party and I don't know picnic and that kind of stuff. So
Hey, I
yeah.
have while we're kind of off topic, but I have big cups and paper plates. I don't know how many of each. What a fair number. So I guess whenever we do that game day or whatever,
Mm,
Uh-huh.
remind me to bring it.
Yep. Yeah. And then in June too, I also have the paper plates that SASI bought a couple um, about 3 or 4 months ago. So we have them in napkins covered all the way.
yep.
Oops.
Okay, so that sounds worked out. Um, all right, so one of the things we said we were interested in is a self-defense workshop. Well, we have a quote from the instructor that Lydia and I were both, and I believe Kim Vaughn, you've mentioned her too, Amy Wilson from the Safety Positive Foundation.
Oh, I found her on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I saw her the other day at convention, she actually gave us a pretty big break too, because she said her recommendation is that we plan it for Saturday, July 25th.
Mm.
The reason for that is because she'll be in town already. That's the same week that the American Council of the Blind is holding its convention.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So she'll already be there, and we don't have to pay for her hotel, transportation, or travel.
Awesome.
The rate that she offered us is she will do 15 people for 15, that's for $1,500.
For
Fifteen
$100 a
hundred
person.
dollars.
Uh-huh.
So $100 a person, basically.
Yep. And if we need to go over, she'll let us go up to once we start going up by 5, it does go up an extra 500. So
Huh.
20 takes you to 2,000, 25 is 2,500, and she maxes out at 40.
Ooh wee. Ah,
Expensive.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-mm-mm.
How long does she train for?
I'm sorry.
How long does she train for?
It's a full day workshop.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
And
bet if we were to look, go ahead, sorry, Brett.
the content is very good. I mean, Lydia, you and I have been to her, were there when she did her presentation for MTI. She did say too that what makes this different from other workshops you might go to for self-defense is it's not a sit there and just listen to a discussion workshop. This is a you get up and she does hands-on with each participant.
Right. Yeah, I remember
That
that from
sounds
MTI.
cool.
I remember way back, SASI invited a couple of guys that came in and showed us defense maneuvers using your cane, and they were really good and hands-on. I
Yeah.
think we could, I think we could find people to teach us for a lot less that would still work with us hands-on. That just
Yeah,
seems
cause
way too high.
yeah, 'cause that's gonna take a big chunk out of the trivia stuff that we just raised, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I think we should at least look at other places before we actually jump on that.
Yeah. I think
And
that's
Kimva, my other concern is, you know, uh, if we're going to need assistance, when we get up and do the hands-on, will there be enough SSPs?
Good question.
Mhm.
Oh no.
well. Well, hopefully there will be other people
Well,
at the
I
meeting
mean,
volunteers at the
the
meeting.
the SSP situation, I mean, unfortunately, that's not something sassy we have control over.
No. Right.
and
We just gotta ride with whatever happens.
you know, um,
I think we should shop around because
That's a
even
lot.
though you say that's a good price, that's still high to me.
Me too.
Me too.
Yep.
But we can, I mean, we definitely have her name and number, and if we can't find anybody, we can consider taking her, and
Hmm.
not, um, we're not just blowing her off or something like that. We're just looking for different,
Just take
from,
into
Cost
consideration.
yes,
cost efficient rates.
right,
Yeah.
with a good, because you definitely with good training, because I know we
Hmm.
want good training. We just don't want to, overlook whatever, and but there might be a couple of
Actually,
people that we can get in, that we can get a quote from or something like
Hmm.
that. There might be a
Well,
couple people that
I know a Brentwood police officer that might be able to give us some leads or
so
know
Robert, would
somebody
you?
or something.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, Robert, would you be willing to kind of do some research on that?
Yeah,
Talking about
I'll reach out to
Brian.
our friend and see what yep, I'll reach out to Brian.
Okay.
I guess the only
Okay.
thing, my only concern about that is, Robert, is that person trained to work with people who are blind or visually impaired?
Yeah, that is something you got
Do
to
the
think
research.
about.
Do
Yeah.
the research on that too,
Hmm.
I will.
because we
Well,
can't just
I
jump
think
on.
Brian. If Brian refers us, he's pretty savvy considering his father-in-law is totally blind. So
Yep.
Okay.
he would
Yep.
he would kind of know what to look for, giving us
Hmm.
recommendations
Okay.
too.
Didn't we do this? Well, I don't think I was there. But didn't we do this a few years ago? Like, not with Amy, but
yes,
So,
like,
are you talking about the guys that Mary brought in?
yeah.
Well,
I
so
don't think I was. I don't think I was there.
yeah, we did do it. We could ask them again, except the only complication is that they're in prison now.
Oh,
Well, we might not want them.
Yeah.
Dear,
I guess their
what
defense wasn't
company
that
she's
great.
been keeping.
Yeah.
Wow.
All righty then.
Wow.
Wow.
Wait, who's in prison? I missed part of it.
So several years ago, Mary Hale brought in two people. I think Robert kind of alluded to it earlier. They taught self-defense stuff, including like using your cane as a defense tool.
I remember
But
that.
they are in prison now. So
Oh, okay. I went to a conference. I don't know what it was called. It was in Columbia, and it was the same. Like there were two gentlemen. I want to say one was in St. Louis and one was in Kansas City, or they went to one respective city or the other often. And yeah, I remember that they talked about using the cane and stuff. So I wonder if that's the same group that I'm thinking
hmm.
of.
Oh dear.
Goodness, yeah, Jeff. I think their defense didn't work out for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Or
not
it
too
worked
good.
out too well
Oh,
and
yeah.
landed them
Something.
in prison.
It
Yeah,
was just assault and battery or something.
Yeah.
right. Goodness. I was
No,
gonna
they would
Yeah.
have had to done something worse than assault and battery to learn
Mhm.
laying time in prison.
Hmm.
I was gonna say too, um, he's not like specially trained in blindness. However, I do have someone that I took self-defense classes from in
Mhm.
Colombia. He's very like he does pretty much all hands-on. Like that's kind of his. He's not a sit there and talk kind of guy. Um, he generally is pretty good at describing, so I don't know if you wanted me to, I would be happy to reach out to him as well and
Yeah.
see what his rate might be.
Yeah. Let's find out.
Yeah, if we go through
Again,
Brian and she goes through her contract, it's always good to have two or three,
Hmm.
Yeah,
that
sure.
you're looking at. Yeah.
like I said, he's not trained in like techniques with the cane or anything, but he's really good at like um, using a body itself for self-defense. And
Hmm.
then um, in his time working with me, he did get pretty good at describing and kind of showing me hands-on if I wasn't understanding how to do the maneuver.
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds good.
Yeah. All right. Next thing I believe is field trips. We have several things listed there. Erica, did you tell me the that you and Kim had one for July?
We're talking about the riverboat for
Yeah.
July. Yes.
Okay.
And it was actually the same date that you mentioned about the defense. We were thinking towards the end of July
Hmm.
Okay.
or or August. It depends.
Yeah.
I've been calling them. Are we talking for the 4th or, oh, you said the end of July?
Yeah, the end of July.
Hmm.
Yeah. Possibly the 25th, it sounds like.
So I finished the semester on the 19th of July, so that's why we chose the end of July.
Got it. Yeah. And I know some SASI members will be away in mid-July for the Usher Syndrome Conference, so that works out.
Hmm.
I know the Cardinals thing was something we talked about, which I think if we want to do that, we should try to look now so we can hopefully get a better price maybe than what we got last year.
Just
Yeah,
to
Yeah.
throw in one other thing, I think the ACB convention starts on the 25th of July, too,
Oh,
or
yeah.
the 24th.
Yep.
Starts on the 24th, if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The 23rd or the 24th.
Hmm.
Somebody was telling me about it.
Yeah. Hmm.
And
this is
that's
like
here in St. Louis.
Yep.
So
Yep.
if it
Okay.
doesn't happen in July, we'll have to do it sometime in August then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking August would probably be better since,
There's not so many conventions.
Hmm.
right.
Yeah.
What do you think, Kim Bond?
Um, do we want to move it to August or leave it July?
I said move it to
I say
August.
move it to August. That way it won't be so much stuff going on down there.
Yep.
Yeah, that should work.
Yeah. We also talked about the MSB ropes course,
Oh yeah.
maybe doing that as a field trip. I don't know. I have not yet heard if there's going to be a picnic this year.
Well, if they
That
were going
road
to have
course
one,
is
they would have,
cool.
yeah, if they would have had one, it would have been this weekend because last year it was around this time.
Oh,
The MSB
Yeah,
picnic.
yeah, it was on May the 4th. That's why
I'll
we
be
had
there.
all the Star Wars stuff.
Oh, not fit. So that was when
And
not
me and
not
Julia, yeah, me
that
and
was when
Julia
not.
did the ropes course. I got all the way through. Julia turned around and went back.
Yeah. Yeah. There wasn't very many people at that.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah. Maybe they're not.
yeah,
They had a lot, they had a ton of food, and
Yeah, they did.
Robert was chowing down on the ice cream.
Yep.
Yes, he
Yeah.
was.
yeah. And I heard there was spicy chicken too.
There was
Oh yes.
spicy and unspicy.
All
See,
mixed
the ones
together.
I got, yeah, they
Yeah,
kind of mixed it
and
together.
a lot of people got surprised, but luckily I like hot stuff too,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
it
I
didn't
like
bother
hot,
me.
spicy stuff too. It didn't bother me either. Matter of fact, one of them I had wasn't very spicy, and I'm like, "Where's the hot sauce?"
Uh,
Yep.
yeah, but like Lydia and I will be there on the 19th anyway, so we can ask them if we could, if they're not doing one, especially could we get a time to go to the ropes course?
I got
Awesome.
I
I'll
got
run.
I got a newsletter from MSB yesterday, I think, or maybe today.
Hmm.
I can open that up and see if they put anything in there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Um, all right. Well, while we're on speaking of field trips and SSPs and those things, I guess we should touch on this controversial topic. We talked about it by text and decided to table. That is SSPs and mileage with SASI. So just as a reminder, we had an SSP who was taking somebody on the board to pick some stuff up for trivia night, who was very frustrated that she was getting nothing in regards to mileage.
Hmm. Hmm.
And that and that was one SSP.
Yes.
Whatever happened to volunteering for an organization? Everybody wants money.
Yeah, but she's come. If it's the same SSP, I'm thinking she's coming from a ways out too.
Hmm.
And gas, as of yesterday, my friend Lisa said it's 409 a gallon, where she
Hmm.
was coming out of Warrenton. So I can understand her being a little upset,
Hmm.
and maybe we should like compensate her a little something for gas at least.
Yeah, this is Lydia. So I was trying to think about this and I was wondering, what about like say, I don't know exactly how we decided if it's maybe it's 15 minutes or 20 or 30, but like, you know, if they're coming from a farther ways in, I could see it. If they're,
Yeah.
maybe like right near the consumer and it's not that much travel time, I think like Robert, you said obviously we're nonprofit, maybe that's just something like, is this SSP a SASI member?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I was wondering like maybe a short drive or something could be like, something they're doing to help the nonprofit, but then if it's like more lengthy, like you were saying, coming in from Warrenton, um, I think we might consider that, but I feel like it would almost have to be kind of case by case.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I know who the SSP is. If it's the one I'm thinking is, she travels quite a bit away to even get to Sassy.
Yes, she
Hmm.
does. Hmm.
Takes her at least an hour or
Hmm.
more to get to Sassy. So
Right.
Are they not able to do tax write-offs?
You can. I mean,
I don't
I'm
know.
sure. I mean, I'm sure you can. Yes.
Yeah.
Um, you know,
Because I know, like when we do our taxes, like if I got a lump sum out there or something like that, they'll say, "Do you have any expenses with this?" And I would say gas or whatever. So I don't know how everybody does it or whatever.
Yeah, and I
yeah,
remember it was talked about at the SSP tax workshop a few years ago too.
What was that? I
Oh,
don't
that
know.
was a thing the Uncro did on which talked about every kind of everything, how to do your taxes as an SSP, what you could write off.
Hmm. Yeah. So then that gets a little tricky, I guess, too. If you're saying you're going to give it to this SSP, which I'm not saying anything about it because most of you
yeah,
know I don't charge full amount for very much anything, but it's like you're going to do it a case by case scenario. What? How do you do that case by case? Did you ask
Now,
her because she lives an hour away to get
hmm
to Sassy, or
yeah,
to get to
yeah.
whoever or whatever? I don't know.
And then the other side to think about is the consumer side.
Right.
There are some consumers that live very far away but
Right.
need to be at meetings.
Yes.
are you there?
I'm
yeah, we're
here.
We're
here.
here.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got disconnected or something. So I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
heard what I was saying. Like, I can see both sides of it.
Yes.
Hmm.
Um, I just hate that, because one person claim asking, that another person's going to say, okay, well, what about me? What about me? So I kind of feel like we need to set some boundaries where,
Yeah.
We're saying case by case.
Right.
yeah,
You guys there?
Yep, we're
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yep.
thought I got kicked out for a second.
So, what is like, what do we think? So, should it be when travel time? So, for, I don't know, for example, should it be when if travel time exceeds X, then,
I was gonna say like that, like a different. I don't know. I feel like zip code could get iffy because then what if
Right.
you like live right on the line of one and then somebody's like, oh, I switched zip codes,
Right.
show me the money. um, yeah, I always wonder, what do you guys think about like if it's like 30 minutes or 20 or you know what I mean? Something that's not just like down the road, maybe.
I think
yeah,
we should go by miles.
Yeah, because 20 or 30 minutes, that would include
All of
Chris,
us.
that would
Yeah.
include Corinne. I mean,
I,
that would include a just the bulk of all the SSPs.
yeah, it
So,
would
Yeah.
include just about everybody. Yeah.
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 So
Well,
I'm
if there was
thinking
a traffic
mileage.
jam, people could be like, oh, I was on the call for 30. Yeah, good point.
And then the other thing is we can set, we can match. I mean, if we can afford it, um, what I think the state rate is like 60, 70 cents.
Yeah.
That's, is it 60, 70 cents per mile or something like that?
It's
Something, yeah.
72.
Yeah.
72.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just had to check with somebody for somebody.
So, we can work along those lines.
Yeah. Mhm.
And they're
Yes.
gonna need to turn all that stuff in so that we have
Hmm.
Oh,
it all.
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So do we want to say, are we doing, I'm just making sure I'm understanding. Are we doing number of miles or?
Hmm.
Yeah, I think we should go by miles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then, like, how many miles would you say we want to try? If you hit this number, we're going to trigger.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we know that that person is the one that lives the farthest away?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so how far away do they live?
Um, I want to say it's like Washington, Missouri.
Right.
A little bit past, I believe.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know. I'm not I'm not an accountant, but I think however we do it, it should be based on miles and the whatever the reimbursement rate is, 72 cents a
Okay,
mile.
I would if I was if I was in this situation, I would reach out to her and find out exactly how many miles is it from her place
To
to
society.
the society and then go
Yep.
Okay.
from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But is she
That sounds
wanting
reasonable.
what is she wanting to be compensated for other? What it sounded like to me that whoever that was, they wanted to be compensated for the other places that they go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Now, this particular assignment, this was to and from a consumer's home, not society, and then going to various places around the city.
Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Well,
So
if you put in Washington, Missouri to St. Louis Society, it's 44 miles and it takes
Mm,
50 minutes.
Yeah, but she's a little bit past Washington, so
Mm-hmm.
or you can put in her home address to whomever the consumer was and figure it out from there and
mm,
Right.
go from there.
Yep.
because I don't know that we can compensate them for the driving all over the place.
Right. So was most of her things around the person's house or whatever area to pick up things, or was it like were they going, all the way out to St. Charles or something like that to pick up things? That would have
Yeah,
to make a difference too.
I think it
right.
was just in like St. Louis.
There may have
Right.
been a few things in Brentwood if I'm,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
yeah, so
And they weren't able to use a SSP from Deaf Inc.
that's the SSP from Deaf Inc.
Yeah.
Yeah, she works for Deaf Inc. Jeff.
I suspect, though, that that was probably the only SSP that was available.
It is.
Okay, so I mean, I guess so. They didn't want it that whoever the person that needed the service, they didn't have any more hours. I mean, I don't expect them to use all their hours for this stuff, but
Or didn't, yeah, or didn't want to use their hours there because they are doing some kind of sassy trivia
yeah,
work.
yeah, yeah,
And so if it was Sassy doing stuff for Sassy, I
sassy,
thought
yeah,
Bancroft
Yeah.
covered that.
yeah,
So that's
Right.
where, okay,
That's where
now
it's coming from. Yes. Uh-huh.
yeah,
now it's clear as mud.
Right.
Hmm.
Because we don't get paid for travel time and for mileage when we work for
Hmm.
Sassy and get paid
Yeah.
from Bankroll.
I
So
Yeah.
kind
yeah.
of made somebody a little upset at a Sassy meeting when I said, "Come on, guys, get it. It's clear as mud. They're going to reimburse you for paying for parking." And somebody got mad, and I was like, "Okay, it's time for me to go."
Yeah.
Didn't want to
Mm-hmm.
sit there and argue with them, so I left.
Mm-hmm.
I,
Mm.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of feel like if more than one person.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So I worked with two SSPs I worked with Jenny and Desiree to pick up my stuff, and neither one of them asked for anything extra.
Yeah, yeah.
It
I
could
kind of.
be it could be based on her income, maybe a lot lower than theirs too.
Hmm. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And I know, well, I don't know. I mean, I know Desi used to live out by the airport, so we were going all over St. Charles. That's a bit of a drive.
Hmm.
I think she's in Normandy anymore. It doesn't say Normandy anymore. It said St. Louis. So I don't think she's out
Hmm.
by the airport anymore. The address, I mean, well, the zip code looks different.
Yeah.
Well, a
Um,
lot of us do things for the meetings for SASI, and we don't charge for it. I mean, sometimes it costs us more to get to SASI using rideshare. So,
Hmm.
gosh, should we charge SASI for that too? I mean, that's
Hmm.
crazy.
That's true, and I don't charge SASI for my Lyft rides to get to and from meetings.
That's like
Oh,
charging
because
a
you
church
can
to
get
go to church.
reimbursed.
I mean,
No, you can
it's
get
crazy.
reimbursed by the Society for the Blind. So
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I have a feeling, I don't know that this might because gas prices are going up. I'm wondering if more people will ask. Um, I kind of feel like maybe we ought to put this on hold for now. If it's just one person asking,
Hmm.
Well, like Brett said,
Yeah.
the other thing is, there's some of us that have to go farther out to pick up somebody to bring them to a SASI meeting so they
Hmm.
can be a part of.
So this is just an example. Kimmy, are you still on?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, is it okay if I talk about you?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
all good,
So
Kimmy. It's all
Kimmy,
good.
as
It's
we
all
know, is a candidate for the board. If she is elected, ideally we want her at the meetings and preferably in person, not by Zoom if we can help it. She lives very far out, and there is no like Lyft or Call a Ride or Uber or anything.
hmm
right?
That is where an SSP, and in fact, I do know of one SSP who has said that's too far for me without any sort of compensation.
Right.
That was not me. It was not me, I promise.
we know better
So
than that.
All right.
yeah,
Thank you.
What is
so
the what is the state or federal average per mile? What do they pay for mileage? Does anybody
Se-
know?
72 cents a mile.
Hmm.
It just doesn't seem like a lot with, like you were saying, Erica, with gas being like 409.
Right.
And I know the miles add up, but like,
I mean,
even just like,
yeah, there is another option we could throw out there, um, is that we ask, hey, that we ask anyone who we're paying for an SSP for to just please be mindful of gas prices, and if they're able to maybe chip in a little bit for the SSP's gas.
The consumers say that.
Uh-huh.
Hmm. So, for an example, and I can say this because everybody knows that I worked with her and it's on the table now. So, it takes me 45 minutes to go the opposite directions for me to pick up Kim, which is 40 miles. Okay. Then it takes me, let's see, 1 second. I'm pulling up my old paperwork here.
So to go get her, it's 40 miles,
Yes.
and then to bring her back, it's at least that.
Yeah. So, and from her house to society is 63 miles.
Oh
Good
boy.
grief,
One
she's on the
hour and
ground.
1 minute from her house to society. Yes.
So she's
So
even further out than that SSP that I'm thinking of.
pretty yes, pretty close. Yes. So then when I take her to her house from wherever we eat lunch, it's at least, 70 miles. So you are talking a lot of travel and gas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So if it's, should we say if it's 67 cents times,
72.
yeah, that's
72 cents.
48,
72
a little
cents.
over $48.
It was
Uh,
72. It
Yeah.
was 72
72
cents.
cents.
And if we were going to do that, I would say just say 75 cents. That's easy to figure. That's
Right.
three
yeah.
quarters on every dollar. So,
Yep.
like a 40-mile trip, you'd get paid 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we ought to do that. We can't cover their whole thing, but
Right.
And I guess the question is, do we pay the SSP to go pick them up, or do we just pay them from the time they pick them up until they get them to the society?
I mean, right now, the way we have it set up with Van Crow is we told them no charging until they're actually in the car.
That's good. Yep, that's what I would do. So in the 40-mile to and from, an SSP would still make $60 for that.
What were you saying? Hold on. Wait. Go back there. What'd you say?
We were just saying that SSP charges don't stop. Like if you went to get Kim, you wouldn't be paid to go to Kim's house. Your pay would start when Kim got in the car and you were headed this way and taking her home. But getting to her house to get her, you wouldn't get paid for,
I
if
think we
that
should
makes
keep
sense.
it that way then.
That's what they do with Van Crow.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
what I,
think they
yeah.
should keep it that way then,
Well, then
especially
who's,
if it's Kimmy
but
that they're going to get. Because
right, but who's gonna? I mean, there's not a lot of SSPs would do that to go 45 minutes out of their way, right? Because we're going backwards.
yeah, I think
You know
that's
what I
the
Uh,
whole.
mean?
I think that's
Well,
the
but
whole point of asking.
Which I
So are you
know.
here's the
saying that
thing.
they're not showing enough compassion there, Chris?
Well,
Well,
but yeah,
here's the
no
thing.
comment.
I'm gonna use Corinne as an example. For 30 years, Corinne worked at Barnes Hospital, and she lives an hour away. Now she doesn't charge them a bill to get from her house to work.
Right.
She doesn't get paid until she starts working. Well, same deal. I mean, if you want to make $30 each way to take Kim to a meeting, well,
You
you're
get
on your
paid
own to
once
get
you
to
pick
the
her up.
job.
Yep.
Well, yeah, we don't pay you to commute to and from work. We pay you when you're working.
and yet some places do pay you for your commute also, like
Yeah.
Deaf Inc. and Van Crow.
Right. And I got that when I worked home health too. To go from people's houses or to people's houses, we got
Yeah, because they pay the
mileage.
mileage to and fro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, if you were taking them places like shopping or doctor's appointments and all that, I could see that. But just to get paid to commute to work before you've even started working,
Mm-hmm.
I mean that doesn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely can see it because I know most people don't. Um, I wish I got paid. My mom does, I'm sure too. But anyway, I do see what you're saying too about like the incentive, I guess, of going that far. Like if you're not getting paid, I could definitely see how some SSPs would be a little bit less there would be a smaller pool of available people.
Yeah, and I think we already see it. So, I mean, Deaf Inc. cut the travel time at the beginning
Right.
of the last fiscal year, and some SSPs have called it quits because of it.
Yep.
And I
Yep.
can't blame them. I mean,
Right.
because then you have to consider, like, you forget about the everyday, well,
Yep.
there's gas and all that, but then there's also, like, got to get the oil changed because you're doing the car wash if you get all messy. I mean, there's so many other things beyond gas to take care of a car and all that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we may have to table this and move on to the next.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Do we want this on the agenda for June then, or where am I? Oh.
Ooh,
Sure.
Table it, and let I would suggest that you table the discussion until after the election and make sure who is on what. That way they know for sure.
Okay. That sounds good. Yeah. Okay. Now, liability stuff is the next thing. I'm still waiting to set up a meeting with Greg, our person on that. I will just give you a quick update on some stuff on the bags that we got from Kathy. They were very successful at the NFB convention. I believe they were using one of them for their door prize drawing since they lost their little bucket thing or whatever. Um, and speaking of the NFB convention, we did get quite a few new members from that, so that's exciting. Let's deal with this. Now I think the situation is resolved now, but there was someone, yeah, even if I don't say the name, you can probably guess who it was. I don't
we
know if
know.
I don't know if you remember at the, when is it, the March meeting, we had two people
Mhm.
named Todd and Carrie.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
There were
Yes.
two there were two people who were adamant that they should not be there because, quote, he's not deaf-blind.
And it's a closed meeting, is what I was told.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I know my friend Gary from Baltimore, that's where Todd's from,
Hmm.
told me because I talked to Gary the other day that he isn't deafblind.
Well,
Hmm.
now he
Well,
And
is.
he's known him since they went to the Maryland School for the Blind together, so he's known him for years.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
he's got a letter now stating that he is from a doctor saying he is deafblind.
Interesting.
Well,
Yeah.
when
See,
was
because
the
like
last time? When was the last?
Go
Go
ahead.
when
ahead.
I was coming in and I was talking with Mary Hale when she talked to me, she didn't know I was wearing that I wore hearing aids, and she said, "Oh, I didn't know you were deafblind." And I said, "Well, I guess I kind of sort of am." And she's like, "I'm just sassy,"
Hmm.
and then she hooked me up with Beth Jordan, and that's how I ended up in the SSP program and all that.
Yeah. And
So,
it looks like he is in the program also.
Yes, he is now.
oh, okay,
Um,
okay.
yeah.
Well, unless he started going losing his hearing over the years. My friend Gary's known him since he was a little kid, and
Hmm.
Yes.
back then he wasn't deafblind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brett wasn't
Says
either
he's
until.
very intense. He's very intense.
Hmm.
Yes.
That's all he would say.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can attest, like, from my experience, like, I've always been deafblind, but mine has worsened. So, like, I can definitely appreciate things being progressive and,
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
definitely.
with
Yeah.
aging,
Yeah.
people can be, yeah. So,
Yeah. And I mean, an example is Jeannie Jaco. At one time, she was denied
Yeah.
membership because she was not technically deafblind. She had tinnitus.
Yeah.
And then
Now
like
we know,
so
yeah, we kn and know for those like some people have tried to argue that tinnitus is deafblindness. No, it's not, according to the medical. Not
Tonight
by
it is
itself.
ringing in the ears.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Rhonda Jones says she has tinnitus. I know
Oh,
she
yeah.
wears hearing aids, I
Hmm.
think.
She does.
Yeah, and I used to have it sometimes as a hearing aid user too. So,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have to have something going at night when I take my hearing aids out because there is the ringing. But I
mhm,
was diagnosed as having a hearing loss when I was like 7 years old, and it just
mhm.
progressed. They got worse. My kids started noticing it more and more in 2015.
Yeah. That was us with Brett too.
Yeah,
How old were you, Brett? 10?
8.
8?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess what that takes us to is, do we want to have something like a requirement? One of those people was saying, well, why don't you have a requirement that they show you a letter or that they have Beth contact you?
So I'm going to say this. Um, Given that they've been through the um, program, I
Yeah,
took their membership.
right.
Um, so I just kind of go by what if they get into the program, then I kind of consider them to be deafblind.
Right. Did you train them, or can I ask that question? I don't even know. But if
I
you can't,
can't
then don't
answer,
tell me.
can't
What
answer that.
were they at the training? That's what I'm asking. Does anybody know that can answer? Nobody can answer. Okay. I know he's filled out the waiver because he called. He's texted me, and he said he filled out the waiver to go somewhere. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
This is Lydia. I have a thought. So I think definitely, Jeff, I agree. If people are in the SSP program, if I can talk, I think that that should be a pretty clear, like, yes, they should qualify for SASI.
Right.
If they're not in the program, like I know for a while I didn't even know about the program, and so maybe I think just because they're not in it doesn't necessarily mean like they're not deafblind. Like maybe
Yeah,
they would
Right,
qualify and they don't
I
right.
didn't know
know.
about the program either until
Right,
yeah,
Mary Hale approached me at a UWB meeting.
Mm,
yeah.
right,
And some of our new NFB members I know are not yet in the program.
right.
mm,
So I was wondering about even if we had, I'm just thinking, because I don't want it to become a barrier that people need like a doctor letter and then they have to have an appointment
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
right.
this and
Right.
that and the other. But what if we did something like we put together, I don't know, just a really short, like certain questions that we ask, just as far as
yeah,
like, can you tell me about your vision or just so that it's, I mean, obviously we'd be kind of relying on the honor system to some degree, but
yeah.
I also don't want to like
Hmm.
impose barriers
What
unnecessarily to
do we
people.
do what do we should look at our bylaws because I know we
Now the bylaws say they must meet the Helen Keller definition of deafblindness.
Yep,
Right.
okay.
because
So maybe even if
we we actually had someone that tried to get into SASI and say her deaf blindness was caused by asthma and
Mhm.
migraines.
Right.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
so maybe even if we like tell them kind of the Helen Keller definition and see like if we're not sure. I mean, some may be really obvious, but if
Mhm.
it's not obvious to us, then maybe we can kind of give them sort of, these are the criteria under the HKNC definition. Does that describe you, And again,
Mhm.
Right.
kind of honor system, but
Mhm. Yeah.
I mean, would it be wrong of us to just contact Beth Jordan and say, hey, um, Beth, ask whoever
Yeah.
join, say, would you mind contacting Beth Jordan and have her be a witness that you meet with.
Yeah. I would not actually be opposed to having a requirement for a letter if a dispute came up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. When I came aboard, Beth Jordan asked me, I had to send her an I report and an audiology report.
Mhm.
So,
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, we can always say, okay, we would like you to verify with Beth if you've not connected with her already.
right.
Yes.
And we really do. I mean, if they're not connected with Beth, I mean, I think as an organization, we want people to be in the deafblind registry.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So for the picnic, it's so Robert, you did say that, well, I thought I heard that Dennis was willing to cater that.
Hold on.
We're going to talk to him about that. I did say something to him about it, but we would need to figure out how many meats and how many sides.
Okay.
So I know what to tell him and give him an idea of how many people.
Okay. Yeah. So that's not till September, so we have time to figure out the exact coordinates. But do we want to go ahead? I'd like to do it sooner rather than later, is making sure if we want to use the park that we have that locked down. So do we want to do that or do we want to?
Well, I enjoy being outside, but didn't we do the last one outside?
Yeah.
Well, so our thinking is that's why we have the June pizza party, because that does give you an indoor option. And it's September, so hopefully it'll be a little cooler than June.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in that case, I would vote for outside in September. Take the
Sorry.
park.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good luck.
okay.
I mean, because September can be iffy. It can be cooler at times, and it could be like hot. So
Hmm.
we just have to just play it by ear. I mean, I don't have a problem being outside either. I
Yeah.
love the
Mm-hmm.
outdoors.
I do too. Yeah.
I like to go for a walk outdoors. That's about it.
Mhm.
Just kidding. Um, well, we definitely know it'll be better than June. June will be hot for sure. So,
Right. Okay. Um, let's see here. The next thing we have is future meetings, and I think I may have an error here because I isn't Lori Brown speaking in August, Lydia?
Let me. I don't want to tell you guys wrong because I don't honestly remember. Let me go back. And then I think we decided that Phonak, since we didn't anticipate the election taking the whole time, I think they were. Let me just pull up some of my
See,
emails and.
I thought I have it written down that Phonak was August, but now that I think about it, I think that we might not have heard from them at all,
No, we did.
and
They
then I might
confirmed.
be
Let me.
mistaking.
Let me. Let me pull this up real quick so I don't tell you wrong. So I'm searching my email. Okay, yes. So she had agreed to being on the 16th, and then yes, Wolf knew was August.
Okay, so May 16th was Phonak.
That's correct.
Okay, and I think we know that's not going to work.
No.
I mean, we've got 4 elections to go through, so
Right.
yeah.
I feel bad having to ask her to reschedule because she's already rescheduled twice for us because of Delinda coming in and stuff.
Hmm.
So I can try. I just, you know what I mean? I don't want to keep over and over and over and over asking.
Right, yeah. Well, yeah, I get that. I was gonna say, I mean, she could go August after Lori. We could have them go together.
I don't think she was available in August. I think she
Hmm.
has something
Was
going on.
was May the only one, or
As far as I can tell, yes.
okay? Well, I mean, I'm happy to send the email too if you want, but I mean, I just don't see any way that we'll have time to give her any time with 4 elections going on.
Okay. Yeah. No, I understand. I kind of thought that
Yeah.
was a little tight myself, but how about this? How about I'll forward you the email and then maybe we can chat about it over text and figure something out.
Okay. Yeah. Um, we're pretty well covered to the end of the year. We have the September picnic. Tentatively named that tune for October. And then the holiday party for November. Anything anyone feels that we should look at for 2027, that is pretty wide open.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Hmm.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
She telling us to hold on one sec.
Yeah, am I on?
Eh,
Sorry, I'm.
Welcome back, Jeff.
Thank you.
Can
He
you hear
getting
me?
kicked off.
So
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
Chris, I can hear you.
okay. So we did have one girl, lady that is for the National Guard. She's older and not older, old, but anyway, she can do the workout that we were talking about in the chair. Um, and I mentioned it to her the other day, and she would be very happy to come up with something for our group if we're interested in doing having something like that again. I know we had something about 3 years ago about exercise something. So, and she wouldn't charge us anything and anything like that. So that was one of them we were thinking about adding maybe next year if you guys are if we're interested in everything.
I'm interested.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I must have
Okay.
been at work and I missed that one because if it was 3 years ago, I was still working. So
I think it was.
I missed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carmen brought somebody in too for the for yoga stuff.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So so you guys could say like what months are we looking at or just wait until I get
Well, I mean,
her or what?
2027 is pretty wide open.
I say
Um,
much.
What'd you say?
I say much.
That's what I was thinking too.
That way we
Okay.
don't have to deal with the bad weather and all that stuff.
mhm.
Okay. That sounds good. Okay. So the third the third Saturday in March is what we're looking at.
And
Yeah.
I'll be on spring break. So yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Any other ideas anyone wants to suggest?
I can't think of anything right now. I just wanted to circle back like real quickly to the Cardinal game. So we're gonna look at a date for that, is that correct?
Which thing?
The Cardinals field trip?
Yeah, so last year, I mean, it cost us quite a bit because we waited toward the end of the thing, hoping for a better price, but I think we'll go ahead and look for a price now.
That's a good
Do
idea.
we,
And
yeah, depending on the price, I mean, if it's like only a, not, if it's not substantial, we may not even need to worry about it. Do we want to maybe pay, what did we do last year? I think we paid for the SSP's tickets.
yes,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
sounds correct.
Yes. Yep. That's what we did.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
then
do
the
we,
consumers paid half of what our ticket was going to be.
Right, for
yeah.
your own.
Right. Well, what I was
Do
gonna say
we?
was, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, like, if I know far enough in advance, I can't make any promises.
Right.
But kind of like trivia, I can try to see about some of my connections if they could help us out. And then I was wondering too about even like what would our interest level be in something like maybe a little later on the field or
Hmm.
like
Yep.
go do a booth visit and kind of talk about what SASI does or something along those lines. Just an
Yeah.
idea.
Sounds great to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know we talked about maybe doing the interview or radio thing.
Oh, okay. Was it a certain station we wanted to do that for, or just any that would take us?
Anything.
Okay, yeah.
How much would it? So I don't know. Did you guys last year? Did you do like You didn't. I haven't been to a games in a few years. Yeah, do they have a Coca-Cola thing? Like what one of those sweets or something?
Yeah.
We were in the
Yeah.
Coca-Cola box.
That
Okay.
reminds me. So
Yeah.
I guess I should bring this up. Um, Someone asked, and Deaf Inc. is asking this too. Well, couldn't you guys just come instead on Deaf Awareness Day? Um, well, so a couple of things about that. First of all, last year, some of our members did go on Deaf Awareness Day, and apparently it was felt that they were treated very rudely by Deaf Inc.
Mm.
I
Hmm.
remember that, yeah. Just
Oh
my
boy.
opinion, I think we should have, because if we go on Deaf Awareness Day, my worry is that we'll kind of get combined into Deaf Inc. And so I don't know how much
Yeah,
like
Yeah, because
Sassy
I got
itself
put
will
down. I
stand
got
out.
actually put down in the stands where there was people on either side of me, and just walking through there, I could have fell off. And I actually put on my thing accessible seating, and they put me down in the stands. So
For our group, I mean, if we were going to be associated with anything, we would be better off doing a Mind's Eye. I don't know if you guys have ever done that. They have their own announcers in calling the game.
I know when we went last year when we were at the Coca-Cola box, Bob, Jaco, and William, they both bought radios
Yes. Yes. They
yeah.
always do.
I
because
obtained
I don't even
some.
watch baseball on TV anymore. I listen to it through my Sirius XM app. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
what Rhonda does too. She hears it on the radio transistor, and I think they only have four listening devices at
yeah,
the Cardinals. So that reminds me, I was going to write them a letter and say, as much money as they make, they need to increase those and make it a better system. It's not like they don't have any money.
I know,
yeah,
they're so
because
cheap.
I
we
know,
got
right?
we got a hold of the four that we had at the Coca-Cola box. So
Yes, I had to go run around far, far, far
yep,
away.
We're talking about at the
Stadium.
they had listening devices.
They have four of them, I think it is. Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
I
Um,
I still think we should
They
keep it
have
as a sassy feel
something where you
going
could
to the
hear the
Coca-Cola
broadcast
box.
thing too, didn't they?
what'd you
I
say?
agree. Yeah.
I didn't hear. What'd you say?
I
Yeah, they
still
had
feel
something. Go
I
ahead.
still I still feel like that we should just keep our little group and do the Coca-Cola box
Yeah.
because we had fun. We had
Hmm.
plenty of food to eat,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, and
it
it
was
is
worth
exact. Yeah, it's what they're
and it's
asking for too.
Right.
yeah.
Right. Because yes.
Yeah,
So when I went to Deaf Inc.'s day or whatever, um, she they said hi to me, and then that was it. And then she did not say, or they did not say hi to my two consumers that I had there at all, who were deafblind.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Now, mhm. I don't know if this would change anyone's mind. I'm personally not big on the whole Deaf Awareness Day thing because it's usually the same day as SASI.
oh yeah, it was a long day.
That was a
And I
very long
know
That's
day.
a lot.
we have gotten feedback from the SSPs that they do not like double event days.
Yes,
Right.
100%.
Well, I can't
Um,
blame you at all. Yeah.
yeah. Well, plus that would be the same day as the picnic on top of that, unless we moved it.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Um,
No.
but Deaf Inc. has said, because I told them, well, I think our members, we've got a good consensus that they want the box. So Deaf Inc. responded to me by saying, well, what if we were able to get you tickets at the box and then be able to cover some of that? Then might you be interested?
But it's
Hmm.
still the same day as the picnic, though.
Yeah, unless
Right.
we were to move the picnic.
Mm.
No, we can't appease everybody, Brett.
Right.
Well, I guess
I
it just
agree.
depends upon how much. I mean, how much are they willing to? I don't know.
Think so. What they said is they would be willing to offer us those at the same rate that they would charge for a Deaf Awareness Day ticket.
Oh. Hmm.
Why don't
Hmm.
we table this discussion till the next time?
I'm gonna
Now, I
have
would,
to go pretty. I'm gonna
yeah,
have to go in a few minutes. So if we're not doing well, then
yeah.
I'll just catch whatever I miss.
I would say let's have Chris check prices
Uh-huh.
for the box
Yeah.
because we
Okay.
may not. I mean, if they're cheap enough, we may not care about.
Right.
And
Right.
Chris, I will text you because
Yes.
I'll text you some info and then also the ADA coordinator's email about the listening devices.
Yes.
She
Okay.
just kind of blows me off anymore, but maybe if it comes not from me, maybe she'll listen.
Okay. That sounds good. Yeah. Yeah.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
so we're just about done. Two quick things. Do we want? So Erica went last year. Um, do we want SASI represented at Deafblind Awareness Day this year?
I think so.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
You
Where
wear
is
your
this again?
t-shirt.
Okay. So the only other thing we really have is picking a next board meeting. So, this is the mandatory transition meeting that will happen in between boards. Um, so do we want to do it? Let's see. Um, I mean, do we want to do it on a Saturday or?
I'm not available on June the 19th through the 21st.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we would probably need you at that meeting, so we won't do that. And I think that's the same weekend as the meeting, isn't it?
We could have it before that, sometime later in May.
Yeah.
It has to be the 25th because I'm not available on the 19th. I think my friend will still be here. I think, but I can double check.
So where are we? Wait a minute. Where are we talking? And what are we talking about?
The
Sorry.
The
June, we got to
transition board
schedule.
meeting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, usually those are in June. Are we talking about June or May?
We can do a
Well,
Friday.
we're in May now.
Would it be possible if we can do it on a Friday night? Because I'm off on Fridays
Yep,
for school.
yep.
That'd be fine.
Not at 5:30 though.
No, because I'm still ready, needing to eat dinner. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
I
we're doing
think,
Friday. We're doing Friday nights instead of Saturday mornings. Is that
no,
what we're
no,
Yeah.
saying?
just for this transition meeting.
yeah,
And this meeting that we had tonight.
right.
Okay.
Which
This was
hey,
rescheduled.
we get our Saturday mornings back tomorrow, so that's cool. Um,
Yes.
so I think what is that? The 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th?
I'm
Yep.
out on the 19th.
Okay.
Of May,
I think we're talking
June.
June.
June 19th. Okay.
I think Liz, you and I are gonna be in Phoenix then, right?
I think we don't go to
I
Phoenix
thought
till
that was
July. Is that
July.
right?
Oh, yeah, don't listen to me. I'm getting tired.
I know, right?
Sorry.
Yeah,
When,
no, I
when
understand.
when
Okay.
is the picnic?
Yeah, when is the picnic?
The
I won't
pizza
be
September
at
party
that
or the
meeting.
The
picnic?
pizza party.
The pizza party.
June. When is the third
20th.
Saturday in June? The
Third
June 20th.
Saturday is
21st?
June
20th.
20th.
Yeah, I don't know about both of those. uh,
June 20th is the third Saturday.
Yeah.
right.
Oh, what
Oh,
about
hmm.
the what about the 5th of June? Is that out for people?
Yeah, it would for me if I'm going to help doing stuff for the picnic. That would
Yeah,
whatever. Yes,
The
I
picnic.
can do the 5th.
whatever it
Yeah.
is that we're doing June 19th or June something.
Well, we're talking about the
No,
5th.
June 5th for the transitional meeting.
Yeah, that's fine. I was saying I'd rather do June 5th than the 19th.
Yeah.
Well, June 5th should work
I
then.
agree.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And what time do we want?
We do a 7 p.m.
That
Please.
works.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
I'll be half asleep, but I'll be there.
Right?
Okay. All right. Well, so we'll go ahead and make it official. Lydia, are you good with the 5th at 7?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay. Kim,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.
Erica,
Yes.
Robert,
Yes.
and Chris.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey,
Sounds good.
one last question.
Hmm.
Okay.
Were we gonna do a debriefing for the trivia stuff?
Yes,
That
that's what I said.
is that Thursday?
Oh, I have no
Is
idea.
Thursday coming up?
Is
I
it?
hadn't said anything, but
Yeah,
we
I
need
thought we
to.
set one either Thursday or I think it was either Thursday or Friday of next week.
Really? I never
Oh,
heard anything.
nice.
So when? What are you guys looking at?
We can do it next Friday, but do we want to do it a little bit later? That way I can eat dinner.
Yeah, Friday at 7.
How about earlier?
No.
I'm in class until noon that day.
Hmm.
Kim, you got something on your agenda for next Friday? Robert,
Do what?
Robert, can
Do
you
what?
ask Kim if she has something on her agenda for next Friday?
Kim, do you have anything on your agenda for next Friday?
Next what?
Friday?
What is that? The 8th?
Yeah,
No, not that I know of.
Harry Truman Day.
Oh yes, I guess I better see if Randy's home or Randy's not home. I don't know. I'm not home right now. But
Yeah, we definitely want Randy to participate.
Maybe we should table this and figure it out in a text.
Well, so here, how about we tentatively plan for the 8th? We'll ask Randy if he's available, and if he's not, because I think we do want him there, then we can start a group chat for another date.
yeah, because
Okay.
I know he's busy on 2 of the weekends in May. I'm just not sure which one. So we should probably look at that. We'll
Yeah.
tentatively, that's fine, do it the 8th, and then we can do the text onward if he can't make it that night.
Hmm.
Okay.
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 And you said you're in class till noon, right, Erica?
On the 8th, yes.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, so we will get back on that. Well, thank you, everybody. That was a very successful meeting. We got a lot done.
Yep.
And I know we're all getting tired, so we'll go ahead and wrap. Have
Go
a
eat
great
some
night, and
dinner.
we'll get back together in a couple weeks for the SASI meeting.
Sounds good.
All right.
Sounds
See
good.
y'all. Have a
Sounds
good one.
good. Good
You
night,
too.
everybody.
Bye.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.